Good evening, everyone. Hi. Am I audible? Am I audible? Can someone tell me whether I'm audible or not? Thank you, guys. Thanks. Good evening. Can someone tell me whether I'm audible or not? Yes. Thank you, Tanvi. All right. So today the session will be brief. We don't want that you guys spend too much of time on these sessions. We'll be talking about some important stuff. I hope all of you are studying well. The examinations, those of you who are preparing for NEET PG 23, exams are like 1 month away now. So if you want to drop out of this conversation early, that will be fine. And for the remaining students who would be appearing next year, please stay with us. So let me quickly add all the great people. I can see them in the comments. I think Govind sir wants some time. Let me add Zainab ma'am first. Hi everyone. I think Vivek sir, nice chamber sir. Thank you. Sir looking handsome. Yes, I have got new lights. हाँ गोगा भाई को ला रहे आ रहे भाई गोगा सर आ रहे रुक जाओ अभी देखो अगले 10 मिनट तक जैनब मैम आने की कोशिश करेंगी मैम को ज्वाइन नहीं होगा फिर मैम कोशिश करेंगी तो इट्स अ होल रिचुअल विद जैनब मैम
हाय सर गुड इवनिंग
एक्सपर्ट सर गुड इवनिंग
कैसे हो
आई एम गुड सर आप कैसे हैं
बस ऑल वेल सर सर जैसे मैंने ज्वाइन किया मैंने श्रुति पांडे जी का कमेंट पढ़ लिया कि प्रवीण त्रिपाठी जी के लिए कि सर यू आर माय क्रश
श्रुति बेटा 12 साल बाद में पैदा हुए आप और मैं 12 साल पहले पैदा हो गया
तो सर प्यार की कोई उम्र नहीं होती कोई सीमा नहीं होती ऐसी बातें ना किया करो आप
जी सर बिल्कुल अभी मेरी बीवी साइकेट्रिस्ट है पेशेंट देख रही है आके मेरे अभी सारी प्यार की सीमा ले आएगी वो
तो श्रुति को प्रियंका जी से मिलवा दो ना एक बारी
सर बच्चे हैं हमारे ये प्यार से वाला क्रश बोलते हैं टीचर और बच्चे वाला क्रश है इनका
सर तब देखो तभी मैंने ना देखो ये पीछे बैकग्राउंड में आपको फोटो दिख रही है प्यारी सी
हाँ
ये मेरा मिनी वर्जन है
अच्छा
दिस इज मी एंजॉयिंग माय फ्रूट्स
अच्छा
व्हेन आई वाज टू स्मॉल
ऑलराइट सर मैं जरा गोगा सर को ऐड कर देता हूँ इंग्लिश प्लीज यस वी विल बी स्पीकिंग इन इंग्लिश एंड
या वी विल बी स्पीकिंग इन इंग्लिश
सर यू कैन कैरी ऑन जब तक मैं सबको ऐड करता हूँ प्लीज ये देखो आई एम अ गाय बट आई हैव अ क्रश ऑन यू अब बोलो
thank you so much the love and the respect is mutually reciprocated
it's beyond genders Deepak Dubey sir can psychiatrists read mind like others do nowadays in news no sir I'm sorry to disappoint you we cannot read minds all right
there are a lot of people who are asking about the FMG June exam students so hi guys we all think that FMG June exam in all probability is likely to take place so far as the December exam is concerned we are yet to have a clarification on it
प्रणाम प्रवीण जी
प्रणाम सर प्रणाम गुड इवनिंग सर गुड इवनिंग कैसे हैं सर
बच्चे इतना प्यार करते हैं रिप्लाई कर दिया करो उनको
बिल्कुल सर बिल्कुल हमारा प्यार हमेशा से बच्चों के साथ वी ऑल लव देम and we are so grateful that we continue to get such kind of love after all these years Chaliye. So dear students, again as we said that we want to keep this session a bit brief. If you guys have any questions, let us address them first, and then we have a very important announcement. We want you guys to meet a very special person, a very important person, and we are very excited about it. So guys and girls, if you have any question, please go ahead. Sir, डर लग रहा है एग्जाम का गोविंद सर क्या करना चाहिए सर डर लग रहा है एग्जाम का तो
डर बिल्कुल नॉर्मल है और वो लगना भी चाहिए बस डर बहुत ज्यादा नहीं होना चाहिए बहुत कम नहीं होना चाहिए लिटिल बिट ऑफ फियर इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पता लगता है कि आप सीख रहे हैं बस फियर को पॉजिटिवली लो बस डर को डराना आगे डर को ही डराना है और अपना इतना पढ़ाई करो कॉन्फिडेंट रहो फाइन
राइट Sir, there is a theory in psychiatry that when anxiety increases, the performance also increases to a certain extent, and after that the performance starts going down. So it's this kind of graph. So हमें ensure करना कि anxiety optimal रहे. That actually helps with the preparation. But too much of anxiety that your sleep is getting disturbed, नींद नहीं आ रही है, सो ही नहीं पा रहे हैं, वो भी खराब है. अगर बहुत ज्यादा हो जाए तो please see a psychiatrist, meet a doctor or meet a psychologist. Sir, कुछ questions ये आ रहे हैं कि do we have Cerebellum Academy in Hyderabad? Govind sir?
We'll plan everything after the online thing.
आफ्टर द लॉन्च ऑफ द ऐप यू विल डिसाइड, ठीक है सर। कुछ बच्चों के क्वेश्चन ये भी आ रहे हैं कि जल्दी लॉन्च कर दो, दे वांट यू टू लॉन्च द ऐप एज क्विकली एज पॉसिबल।
So we have already announced that the app will be launched on 2nd of April.
Right.
And उससे पहले हमारे contracts हैं, we cannot do that. Otherwise, we would have tried to do it as early as possible. But we will be doing as soon as possible. The earliest that we can do is 2nd April.
So students, as Govind sir very clearly mentioned that all of, and we want to abide by those contracts. We don't want to break any contract. तो 31 मार्च तक हम लोग ऐप लॉन्च नहीं करेंगे, ऑल्दो हम कर सकते थे, बट लॉ नाम की चीज होती है जिसको एवरीबडी शुड फॉलो. So after 31st of March, we'll be launching the app. Also, we want the app to be good, especially the content part. A lot of effort is being done 24/7. The team, all the teachers, Zainab ma'am, Janvi ma'am, many students, everybody is working day in and day out to work for that app, so that this wait is worth it.
किसी ने प्यारा सा सवाल पूछा है कि क्या आप आगे भी किसी और आपने पुराने प्लेटफॉर्म में रहोगे, तो उसका जवाब है यार बहुत क्लियर कट नो. उसके बाद आपने पूछा कि सर आप दूसरे प्लेटफॉर्म की जानकारी हमसे चाहते हो, तो मैं आपको ये बोलूंगा कि बहुत रिस्पेक्टफुली कि ऑल एजुकेटर्स हैव अ कॉमन मोटिव ऑफ गिविंग द एजुकेशन टू द स्टूडेंट्स एंड दे ऑल विश द वेरी बेस्ट फॉर देयर स्टूडेंट्स. सो आई वुड से एट बेस्ट जो होगा, वी आर गोइंग टू बी हैविंग अ वेरी हेल्दी कॉम्पिटिशन विद एवरीबडी. नो ऑफेंस टू एनीवन, they are a good team, we are having very good competitors. और कभी भी किसी भी जगह पे अगर कंपटीशन अच्छा होता है, the best beneficiary I think is the student or the consumer, right? तो आप लोगों के तो मजे आएंगे कि सारे टीचर्स अपनी बेस्ट एफर्ट डालेंगे ताकि आपको जो कंटेंट मिले वो दी बेस्ट हो.
Also, if you're a student of prep ladder and you have been watching our videos और आप नीट एग्जाम में प्रिपेयर करने वाले हैं, अपियर करने वाले हैं, प्लीज डिस्ट्रैक्ट मत होइए. आप सेम वीडियोस को रिवाइज करिए, रैपिड रिवीजन, मेन वीडियोस, नोट्स सबको रिवाइज करिए. देखिए हमारा प्रेपरेटर से सेपरेशन 31 मार्च के बाद का है, एंड ऐसी कोई दुश्मनी नहीं है, और स्टूडेंट्स के यहाँ तो कभी कोई दुश्मनी हो भी नहीं सकती. सो प्लीज अपने कंटेंट को फॉलो करिए, डिस्ट्रैक्ट मत होइए, अच्छे से पढ़ाई करिए. एंड फ्रॉम April 2nd वी विल बी कमिंग अप विद आवर ओन ऐप एंड लेट द बेस्ट कंटेंट विन. ऑलराइट सर, एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन है गोविंद सर. मेनी स्टूडेंट्स आर आस्किंग कि व्हाट अबाउट द न्यूज ऑफ एग्जाम गेटिंग पोस्टपोन्ड, नीट पीजी एग्जामिनेशन, एंड फॉर लास्ट 3-4 years we have been seeing this. This whole postponement thing has been causing a lot of trouble to many students. Many students who were studying very well, whose preparation was well on track, they got distracted in the end because of the postponement news, and they suffered a lot. So I would want both Govind sir and Spur sir to comment on that.
मेरा तो सिंपल सा कमेंट होता है कि what government will do we do not know, ठीक है, what orders will come we do not know. So what we can do is that keep preparing as according to the schedule, ठीक है, and if any time it gets postponed, you will get extra time, so utilize that. I think that time is a bonus. But अगर आप अभी से सोच के बैठ के पोस्टपोन हो जाएगा और नहीं हुआ, तब आप फंस जाओगे, तो आपके साथ वाले सब रेस में आगे निकल जाएंगे आपके, ठीक है. तो जस्ट माय एडवाइस, वी डू नॉट थिंक अबाउट दिस पोस्टपोनमेंट. अपना नॉर्मल पढ़ाई करते रहो 5th मार्च के हिसाब से, एंड जब भी पोस्टपोन का न्यूज कंफर्म्ड आया तब आप रीस्ट्रेटेजाइज कर लेना कि आपको एक्स्ट्रा टाइम करना है, उसमें आप एक्स्ट्रा.
Finally, Zainab ma'am is here after attempting for 10 minutes.
Yeah, finally. Hello, sir. Hi, sir. How are you all?
Good evening, ma'am. All is well. All is well. I hope you are doing well too.
Yes. Hi, students. I hope everyone is doing fine.
So, Zainab, I'll come to you, but first, sir, I want the answer from you also. Ki what about the postponement news? So, sir, मैं देखता रहता हूँ कि people keep on saying कि यार जो भी होगा हम बता देंगे, तुम पढ़ते रहो. As somebody who has been a student a couple of years back, I know one thing for sure: this cannot happen. You cannot have both things in the mind at the same time. If you have those thoughts about postponement, it's almost impossible to study properly. So, sir, what is your suggestion for the students?
तो सर मैं वही कह रहा हूँ ना कि एक टाइम पे एक ही चीज अकोमोडेट करने दो ना. You better don't think about the postponement of the exam till it is coming from some official channel. See, आपने भी एग्जाम दिया है, आपने हर टाइप का एग्जाम दिया है सर. FMG एग्जाम होता है, IANI होता है. There are people who are going to be conducting certain sessions. उसको वो short sessions बोलते हैं, और मुझे लगता है कि डॉक्टर ज़ैनब के BTR के अलावा कोई और सेशन है ही नहीं जिसमें से एक्चुअली क्वेश्चंस कभी उतने आए हैं, राइट?
बिल्कुल सर.
तो क्या होता है कि वो एग्जाम से 2 दिन पहले ना पीपल कीप ऑन टॉकिंग अबाउट मॉक टेस्ट कि इसी में से पेपर आ रहा है, वी आर वेरी क्लोज टू XYZ, वी आर वेरी क्लोज टू ABC. तो उसमें अपना दिमाग लगा के ना जितना भी टाइम आपने लगाया वो वेस्ट किया. So similarly, till there is any news coming from some official channel, particularly about the postponement of the exam, I personally feel that the exam is going to be taking place on the same day. Yes, there have been certain concerns with respect to the people who were, having the eligibility criteria issues, which have been duly taken care of. And therefore, my humble suggestion is that the exam is going to be, as per my understanding, on the same day.
Sir, very well said. I too believe we have seen what happened last year. I believe last year exam got postponed once, but then there was huge demand to postpone it again, and there were strong pressing reasons. But our respected health minister Saab and other team members did not budge. The exams were held on the same date, and many students got really their preparation suffered a lot because of that. So students, my advice would be that in all likelihood, NEET PG will happen on 5th of March. If some news comes, that would be kind of an aberration, something which would surprise everybody. So for all practical purposes, exam is going to happen on 5th of March. Please stop checking the Telegram groups and Twitter and everywhere else for the news. You are just restricting yourself. If you cannot stop yourself, please uninstall the apps and put the phone away. Right? Zainab ma'am, you want to add something?
Yeah sir, एक ही लाइन बोलूंगी, read notes not news. इस टाइम पे खाली नोट्स पे ध्यान दो, बाकी जो भी होगा यू विल फाइंड आउट. अभी हमारा माइंड इज जस्ट प्लेइंग ट्रिक्स विथ यू, यू नो, ट्राइंग टू डिस्ट्रैक्ट यू कि ठीक है पोस्टपोन हो जाएगा, वो कुछ नहीं है, डिफेंस मैकेनिज्म है, सॉरी फॉर दैट. सो यू नो, जस्ट ट्राई एंड फोकस ऑन स्टडिंग राइट नाउ. बाकी सब कुछ जब अगर पोस्टपोन होना होगा यू विल गेट बोनस टाइम. तो अभी तो ऐसे मान के चलना है. ऑब्वियसली द स्मार्टर वे इज, यू नो, टू थिंक दैट इट्स गोना बी एज इट्स गोना बी, बिकॉज अभी अगर पोस्टपोनमेंट का मान के चलेंगे तो you're going to lose out on time, you know, and when it happens actually on 5th of March, then you will be sorry कि काश पढ़ लिया होता. तो अभी देखो कि 5th March है, पोस्टपोन होगा तब देखेंगे, you know. So as simple as that, you should keep it and continue studying as if it's on 5th March.
Right, very well said ma'am. All right, let me put a couple of important questions जो हमारे बच्चे पूछ रहे हैं. Vivek sir, a student is asking, can you comment on the content of Cerebellum? As you know, they have taken name of some platform, is having so much content that is practically impossible to complete it as well devices. अच्छा, before person answers, भाई हमें और legal notices नहीं चाहिए. Please किसी platform से नाम मत किया करो. तुम लोग
आपको चिंता करने की बात नहीं है. देखो, ये तो पार्ट एंड पार्सल ऑफ द गेम हो गई. ऑफ कोर्स सी, वन वे ऑफ लुकिंग एट इट कि देयर आर पीपल हु कैन नॉट बियर अवर सेपरेशन, है ना. जब हार्ट ब्रेक होता है तो फिर पीपल समटाइम डू गेट एंड दे डू सर्टेन क्रेजी स्टफ, बट फॉरगेट इट.
एग्जैक्टली,
एवरीबॉडी हैज टू मूव ऑन.
कंटेंट के बारे में बताओ सर. हाँ, कंटेंट क्या रहेगा सेरेबेलम में सर?
सर सेरेबेलम का कंटेंट, हमने एक बहुत अच्छा सा वीडियो, आपको ध्यान होगा, जिसमें आपके इनपुट लेके हमने शूट किया था, जिसमें हमने सेरेबेलम का एक निमोनिक दिया था, बहुत सुंदर सा. तो उसमें एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट कॉन्सेप्ट था कि उसमें रिवाइजेबल एंड जो कंटेंट है वो रेलेवेंट कंटेंट होगा. वी आर गोइंग टू बी हैविंग क्लिनिकल वीडियोस, वी आर गोइंग टू बी हैविंग क्वेश्चन बैंक व्हिच इज गोइंग टू बी एब्सोल्युटली इन सिंक विद द रिक्वायरमेंट्स व्हिच आर गोइंग टू बी फॉर द नेक्स्ट एग्जाम. एंड वी आर गोइंग टू बी हैविंग वेरी एनर्जेटिक लाइव सेशंस एज वेल. ऑफ कोर्स वी आर गोइंग टू बी हैविंग द सुपर पॉपुलर बीटीआर सेशंस इन इट एज वेल. और आप में से बहुत सारे लोगों ने जो इतनी सारी डिमांड रखी कि उसको ऑनलाइन कर दो, ऐसे कर दो, वैसे कर दो. वी डू इंटेंड टू टेक केयर ऑफ ऑल दैट स्टफ एज वेल.
Alright. So, sir, on that note, I want to ask Govind sir, what all are you going to offer in this subscription of Cerebellum app?
So we have already told this many times. The apart and which are
आपकी आवाज कट रही है.
अभी आ रही है?
हाँ जी.
तो
क्या नहीं वैसे आपने?
सर थोड़ा एको आ रहा है सर आपकी वॉइस का ना.
एको आ रहा है.
चलिए आप फिक्स करें, तो ज़ैना मैम से पूछते हैं. ज़ैना मैम, what all is going to be a part of this subscription?
Sir, so we'll have the videos के साथ notes हैं, which we will also send as hard copy. We have the question bank जिसके ऊपर हम बहुत मेहनत कर रहे हैं, so that it's gonna be fit for next as well. तो ज़्यादा clinical बना रहे हैं, ज़्यादा exam oriented बना रहे हैं. We want it to be relevant, as we have discussed so many times. हमें नहीं चाहिए कि आप high-fi questions करो and just so that we can prove कि हमारे पास best questions है. We want them to be relevant, जो actual आप exam में simulate करेंगे हम उन questions questions ko, so that is what we are actually gonna give you. It's gonna be verified. Very, very importantly, I think the USP is yahan pe faculty themselves are working on question bank, which is unlike any other app. So, we are gonna be verifying those questions, and we will try ki, bilkul error proof rahe questions. So question bank, video lectures, जो आप सब देखते हो, but now it's all gonna be in a very good flow. Everything is gonna flow well and it's gonna be relevant. उसके अलावा we are working on the essentials, मतलब जो आपके must know points है. We're working on the BTRs, which are gonna be again the most high yield points of all the subjects. So Sara content, we are bringing together something which is, gonna be useful to you, which is gonna be relevant, which is clinical, conceptual. So आगे की exam को mind में भी रखते हुए, how we feel the, the exam trend is gonna go. That is how, we are actually planning. Sir.
Dr. Zainab, one complaint that our students have is that why only Delhi students get to attend BTR, and what is it that you have against the students of the rest of India? So will BTR be a part of this Cerebellum subscription, online BTR?
Yes, sir, definitely. मतलब first of all, there have been so many requests कि इसको online live stream कर दो. So I just want to tell कि हम live stream नहीं कर सकते because of two reasons. मैं बहुत बार बोल चुकी हूँ. One reason is कि हमने logistics figure out नहीं करे. Streaming 3 days live is very, very difficult. So that is not possible. And secondly, again, we are legally bound. This time I am still in contract with other apps, so we can't do it, for those two reasons. Being very, very transparent with all of you. तो इस बार नहीं कर सकते, but now it's gonna be there for all of you. I know कि सब बोलेंगे कि मैम हमारा नीट तो खत्म हो जाएगा, but after this, it's definitely gonna be there on the app, so that ये वाला problem फिर से ना हो. And about other cities, as you guys know, मेरी बेटी बहुत छोटी है, उसके साथ मैं अलग cities में जाके नहीं कर सकती, so I have answered this like so many times, but I am very sorry कि सब लोग attend नहीं कर पा रहे इसको. But please don't have any FOMO, आपके पास anyway सारे resources है, so one very like big message to all of you guys is कि you have the resources. उसको पढ़ो, उसको master करो, nothing else can beat your own notes. So उसको master करना है in the final 1 week, and bring all 19 subjects together. उसी notes को बार बार पढ़ो, volatile points को revise करो. उसके अलावा we are all doing high yield sessions for you, उनको देखो, right? So that is what is the most important. So FOMO बिल्कुल नहीं रखना. That is not why this was done, है ना, कि आप सोचो कि कुछ मिस कर दिया, ऐसे ये पर्पस नहीं था.
मैम दो इंटरेस्टिंग कमेंट्स आए हैं. एक तो उन्होंने आपको बोला कि मैम आप सेशंस बाहर भी कर लो, बेबी सिटिंग जो है वो हम कर लेंगे. तो भाई विद ऑल ड्यू रिस्पेक्ट, मे आई ऐड ओवर हियर दैट ज़ारा इज अ वेरी चूजी बेबी. तो उसको सिर्फ अपनी मम्मी चाहिए होती है और मम्मी का कोई रिप्लेसमेंट नहीं होता.
और आई थिंक बेबी सिटिंग ना वही लोग बोलते हैं जिनको एक्सपीरियंस नहीं है. एक बार एक्सपीरियंस हो जाए फिर पता चलता है इट्स नॉट इजी.
जी. और दूसरे कमेंट बहुत सारे आ रहे हैं प्रवीण सर, जहाँ पे पीपल वांट गोविंद सर टू से समथिंग. तो सर आप अपने श्री मुख से जरा 2-4 वचन निकाल दें.
हाँ जी सर.
वो किसी स्टूडेंट ने वीडियो भी किया होता है.
बस फिर से ब्रेक शुरू किया आपके पास. आप पोजीशन दें सर, आप कुछ कहीं और ढूंढो अपने घर में कोई और को.
नहीं अभी है
सर एको आ रही
है आपकी सर. हाँ, इको भी आ रहा है और आवाज कट भी रही है सर.
rejoin in 5 minutes किसी और को करवा लो.
श्योर बिल्कुल सर, बिल्कुल नो प्रॉब्लम. So sir, so we got to know about two things, that there would be main videos and there would be an online BTR, right? Sir, what else? The rapid revision, which was the brainchild of Govind sir, yours and Vivek sir. What about the rapid revision or equivalent to rapid revision? Do we have something of that sort in the app?
हाँ बिल्कुल लेके आएंगे प्रवीण सर. बिल्कुल, जैसे ORR आपने देखा था, ओरिजिनल रिव्यू एंड रिविजन ऑफ all the things which are important with respect to the 19 subjects, and something which can be finished off well in time. Something that we already tested with the people in the offline sessions. So I think that is what is going to be done. There comes our man, Dr. Powerful Hulk, Dr. Pur Mera sir. Haan ji sir, good evening.
Good morning.
Boys, good morning.
Good sir, good morning to you.
अपूर सर, हम लोग बता रहे थे बच्चों के कि what all is going to be the part of the subscription, the pre-booking offer that you have launched for 15th of Feb. So can you please summarize it for all the students?
Yeah. So number one, so is that try to make things so
Right.
complete हो पाए. We are not
Right.
overload. So they will be obviously recorded. There will be intermittent live sessions to keep you on track, to motivate you. There will be BTR and a phenomenal response of BTR in there. And there will be rapid revision by subject specialists. And you know, all this is going to be synced. It's not going to be कि अलग-अलग डब्बों में रख दिया. They are all going to be synced together to keep you on track, right? And it is going to be paced around the exam. You know why? Because who all are making this? They are the pioneers who
Sir, echo aa raha hai, please.
started.
Sorry to interrupt you, but Praveen, we are getting a lot of echo because of which.
So for
Students.
those students who could not hear Apoor sir properly, let me just repeat what he said. There are going to be the main videos, main lectures. Then there is going to be the rapid revision series with probably some other name, maybe ORR online, whatever name it is. It would be done by the subject specialists. Of course, we are going to have BTR by Dr. Zainab. And the important thing is there are also going to be live sessions. So with live sessions, what we have decided is that live sessions would be controlled, right? We don't want to bombard you with information. We don't want to overwhelm you that you do not know what to follow, what not to follow, which lesson to see, which one not to see. So the content would be relevant and something that is in addition to the recorded videos and not just a replication of the videos, right? So one thing that we have been very mindful of is that the biggest problem for interns as well as droppers is that the time is limited and there is no dearth of good content nowadays. During our days, the content was limited, but nowadays it's a problem of plenty. So giving you guys what is needed, giving you guys what is, what covers everything that you need to know, but not those things which are irrelevant, has been the motto. And we keep on repeating the same thing, that it has to be conceptual and clinical because next is coming, and relevant and revisable. All right. Doctor's first question is that would the videos be in English also?
Yes, we have all the intention to provide you the videos in a dual language mode, wherein we are going to be targeting the English language as well as the English language.
All right. So in April, we will have all the videos in English language and probably some subjects in English too. And in the coming weeks, we will provide you Hindi lectures or English lectures for all the subjects. We are also trying to teach Dr. Dilip Hindi. So probably in a year or so, medicine will also be there in English. Right? All right. Zainab ma'am, a question is that would the content be in alignment with the next format? And Zainab ma'am, if you have any insider news, what is this next format? Because the government has revealed it, but students are quite worried about it.
Sir, so again, I think, rather than speculating so much, we'll definitely wait for the official announcement and, we will adapt very quickly to when the formal announcement comes. Having said that, one thing which we are all sure of is it's going to become more and more clinical. We've had, signs of that coming in since the last NEET exam. So we are definitely seeing a trend that, it's becoming more clinical. There's a lot of integration which is happening between different subjects, like systemic subjects are gonna flow together. Like you cannot read PAT separately, pharma separately, medicine separately, physio separately. You have to do it more integrated, more systemic. So that is how we are focusing our question bank, to be. It should be more integrated. It would be more clinical. So that is definitely one thing that we are conscious of. Apart from that, as far as the division is concerned, I feel ENT and Ophthal become far more important than they initially were. PSM, as always, remains important. So we are definitely going to pay more attention to these subjects per se. Final year subjects become far more important. So there are a few minor things that we are taking into consideration. But as soon as the formal announcement announcement comes in, I think we can adapt very quickly. That is something that, we can do better than I feel the other competitors, because, we are closer to the ground that way.
Zainab ma'am, I'll ask you the last question because I can see Zara getting angry at all of us.
Yes, sir, please talk. Yeah. Yes, sir, please.
Ma'am, you have been working day in and day out on the question bank along with other faculties.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit more about the Q bank and what exactly is in your mind when you're preparing those questions? I can see you are working very hard on it, and you have created layers of three-layer system to ensure that all the questions are up to the mark. So can you tell our students a little bit about it?
Yes, sir. So, but like, to be absolutely transparent and, to take you through the actual process, we have faculty, subject-wise faculty experts who are making the questions. We have given the guidelines, as to what systems are very important. So a complete guideline has been given as to which the questions are being prepared. After that, it is me and Janvi ma'am who are, looking at the questions. After that, they go to the subject-wise faculty, who are in charge of the subject. They review it, so we are following this three-tier method such that, there are at least 3 faculty who look at one question before it comes to you. So I think that is going to be really useful to all of the students. And hopefully, you will see the difference when you see the question bank.
Right. Thank you, ma'am.
Hello, sir. Hi, sir.
Welcome, Vivek, sir. Welcome, Vivek.
Hello.
And then just to summarize what Zainab ma'am said, that there are 3 levels: subject expert, then Dr. Zainab and Dr. Janvi, and then finally the faculties. So QBank is going to be absolutely amazing. We are very sure about it. At the same time, Dr. Zainab pointed out a very good thing. We don't want to create long questions, unrealistic questions, which would never come in the exam, and just feel good about it ourselves that we created such a difficult question. It has to be student-centric approach. What student requires is what is going to be given to you guys. Thank you, Dr. Zainab. Thanks a lot. Say hi to Zara from all of us.
Absolutely, sir. Thank you so much.
Good.
Bye. Bye.
Take care, ma'am. Good night.
Bye.
Praveen sir, I think we have got the request of Govind sir as well. He's now available.
Ji, sir.
And once he joins, then you can also
uncover
the special prize that you have.
Hello, sir.
Vivek sir, Vivek sir, एक क्वेश्चन पूछा है. Sir, how will Cerebellum help interns? So can you please answer that for students? Yeah.
Yes, definitely, sir. Sir, first of all, I'd like to say one thing कि next को FOMO में मत पड़ो. We are ready for that. जैसे ही time आएगा, we will be next ready for you. तो आप उसके लिए परेशान होना छोड़ दो. जैसे नीट पीजी पोस्टपोनमेंट के लिए भी आप परेशान हो. डॉक्टर स्पर्श सर ने भी आपको बताया कि FOMO में मत पड़ो. अभी अपने टारगेट को सामने रख के करते रहो. जहां तक इंटर्नशिप की बात, तो इंटर्नशिप काफी स्टेट्स में हमने देखा है, स्पेशली जैसे दिल्ली है, अहमदाबाद है, मुंबई है और कोलकाता और बहुत सारी सिटीज हैं ऐसी इंडिया की जहाँ पे वो काफी हैवी होती है. तो स्टूडेंट्स आपको कुछ इस तरीके से प्रोग्राम क्यूरेट करके देंगे कि आपके इंटर्नशिप के दौरान जो आपको टाइम मिलेगा, ना सिर्फ आप उन वीडियोज और क्यूबैंक को कर पाओगे, क्योंकि क्यूबैंक में हम आपको इम्प्रेस करने की कोशिश नहीं कर रहे. इम्प्रेस करना हो तो मैं बहुत हाई या बहुत डिफिकल्ट क्वेश्चंस बना सकता हूँ, सारे एजुकेटर्स ऐसा कर सकते हैं, बट आइडिया आपको इम्प्रेस करना नहीं है, आपका एग्जाम क्लियर कराना है. तो क्यूबैंक भी कुछ इस तरीके से बना रहे हैं कि आपको क्लिनिकली ओरिएंट करते चलेंगे. तो आप इंटर्नशिप में पढ़ रहे हो, उसके साथ आप उसे सप्लीमेंट कर पाओगे, थोड़ी बेटर अंडरस्टैंडिंग होगी. एंड इन केस नेक्स्ट आता है, नहीं आता है, जो करंट एग्जामिनेशन पैटर्न है उसको ध्यान में रखते हुए भी आपकी जो क्लिनिकल एक्यूमेंट उसको स्ट्रॉन्ग थोड़ा बनाने की कोशिश करेंगे. क्यूबैंक के अलावा जो रैपिड रिवीजन कोर्स, ऑब्वियसली उसको भी हम जरूर बनाएंगे. उसको भी कुछ इस तरीके से ध्यान रख के बनाया जाएगा कि आप अपनी इंटर्नशिप के दौरान कर सकते. और एक बात कहना चाहूंगा, इंटर्नशिप में पीएसएम पोस्टिंग का पूरा फायदा उठा लेना, उसमें सबसे ज्यादा टाइम मिलेगा आपको.
Well said. So students, as Vivek very nicely pointed out, that for interns, one of the important limiting factor is time, and that has been taken care of. Some students are saying that would Cerebellum be in English? Of course, it's going to be in English. English is a language that is understood by everybody. It's going to be primarily in English, and with every passing week, we will be adding the Hindi lectures too. Govind sir, your fans are going to kill me if I continue speaking. So please, आप बात करें बच्चों से.
Hi everyone, I hope अब तो सुनाई दे रहा है.
बिल्कुल, बहुत अच्छे से सुनाई दे रहा है सर.
नाराजगी है, मुझे ही हटवा देता है, आवाज नहीं दे रही बोल के. अच्छा, कुछ स्टूडेंट्स क्वेश्चंस पूछ रहे थे, बिल्कुल ब्लंटली आंसर करूंगा. एक कोई स्टूडेंट बार बार पूछ रहे हैं कि मारवा सर का बता दो. मारवा सर इज नॉट विद अस. मारवा सर एज फार एज आई नो इज स्टेइंग विद प्रेप लैडर. तो वी हैव डॉक्टर दिलीप. दे विल बी टेकिंग केयर ऑफ मेडिसिन इन सेरेबेलम. सेकंड, कुछ लोग कह रहे थे कि अभी फिजिक्स वाला भी आ गया है तो प्राइसेस चीप होगी, क्या होगा. देखो, वी आर नॉट कम्पीटिंग विद एनीवन, वी आर कम्पीटिंग विद आवरसेल्व्स ओनली. ठीक है, हमें स्टूडेंट्स को अपना जो बेस्ट दे सकते हैं वो देना है. ठीक है, तो हमें इससे फर्क नहीं पड़ता कि कोई सस्ता बेच रहा है, महंगा बेच रहा है, क्योंकि हमें बेचने की दौड़ में नहीं पड़ना. हमें सिर्फ स्टूडेंट के लिए काम करना है. बट ऑब्वियसली हमारे भी खर्चे हैं, तो वी नीड टू कीप सम प्राइस, और जो जेन्युइन होगा हम वही रखेंगे. वी विल नॉट ओवरबर्डन यू. ठीक है, बिल्कुल साफ साफ कहता हूँ मैं. और प्लीज स्पीक इन इंग्लिश. यार, स्टिल इट्स नॉट 10 o'clock. आई विल टॉक लिटिल बिट इन इंग्लिश बट नॉट कंप्लीटली. और क्या है, price of cerebral application. Language will be both. To start with, we will have all the videos in English language, but I hope within a month we will be able to provide most of the videos in English. That means Hindi plus English, the language which we talk normally. ठीक है, जो मैं नॉर्मली बात करता हूँ जिस तरीके से, उस बात लैंग्वेज में भी हम करेंगे. ठीक है, दैट इज अबाउट द लैंग्वेज. एंड रिगार्डिंग द प्राइस वी विल बी डिक्लेयरिंग वेरी सून, बट दैट विल बी वेरी वेरी अफोर्डेबल. हर एक को अफोर्ड कर सकते हैं. एग्जिस्टिंग प्लेटफॉर्म से सस्ता रहेगा. ठीक है, बट दैट विल बी मच मच मोर वैल्यू ऑफ द मनी. ठीक है, आपको इतनी सारी चीजें कहीं मिलेंगी ही नहीं. ठीक है, जैसे आपको सब पहले लोग बता चुके हैं कि वीडियोस जो कि दी बेस्ट टीचर के थ्रू होंगे, क्यू बैंक जो कि 3 times चेक्ड होगा. ठीक है, अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट वी विल हैव रैपिड रिवीजन कोर्स. वी विल हैव वीडियोस इन हिंदी एंड इंग्लिश बोथ. We will have BTR sessions जो कि एक huge demand है अलग से. ठीक है, we will have live sessions. ठीक है, and live session will be to keep you on the track. ठीक है, तो हम कई चीजें प्लान करेंगे. वन ऑफ द चीज में आपको भी आई एम स्पिलिंग द बीन्स. तो वी आर ट्राइंग टू प्रोवाइड व्हाट वी से T&D सेशन. तो लाइव का वी विल कीप अ सब्जेक्ट वाइज थिंग्स, ताकि आपको टारगेट मिलते रहेंगे इतने टाइम तक हमें ये सब्जेक्ट कंप्लीट करना है, बिकॉज उसका टेस्ट है. So we will be keeping that, and we will be keeping more live videos also, but that all will be relevant. कोई भी ऐसा नहीं होगा कि आपको जबरदस्ती के बस करना है तो करवा दिया लाइव वीडियो. ठीक है, तो all will be relevant live videos to keep you on the track, and that will help to enhance your preparation. That is not just to impress you कि हमें आपको कुछ देना है. ठीक है, इम्प्रेस हमें करने की आपको भी जरूरत नहीं है. You already are very very impressed with us. ठीक है, you know that. ठीक है, तो अब हमें आपको ट्रैक पे रखना है ताकि आप अच्छा रैंक लाके आगे अपने जूनियर्स को ठीक से गाइड कर सको. तो आई थिंक बहुत बोल दिया. अब किसी और को मौका.
So बहुत अच्छी बात बोली गोविंद सर ने. प्लीज डोंट थिंक दैट यू कैन जस्ट बाय एन ऐप एंड नॉट स्टडी फ्रॉम इट, बिकॉज we will be after your lives, right? And we have to ensure that we replicate the atmosphere of the classroom online also, and that is why Govind sir insisted when we conceptualized Cerebellum that there has to be a live session component, so that we continue talking with the students, interacting with the students, keep them on their toes, also ensure that their preparation is going smoothly. All right, sir, I think students are asking about the faculties. All right, before we introduce a very important faculty to you guys, I want to tell you one thing. What is the thought process behind this team, right? We could have announced the team 2 months back also, but the senior faculty members of the Cerebellum team, which is Vivek sir and Govind sir, they put a condition. They said that only those faculties would become a part of team Cerebellum who are either as good as the founders are or better than us. And this stringent condition was put, and we respect all the faculties. We talked to them. We also told them that this is our thought process. We want to create good content, exhaustive content, at the same time relevant content, and that is why we were very careful that let's create a team which is in harmony with each other, and a team which has the same thought process, dedicated towards the same goal. So, sir, if you allow me, Vivek sir and Govind sir, can I go ahead and introduce our OBG faculty?
Haan ji, absolutely, sir. I think
all right,
I will be leaving in the 10, है ना?
All right, ठीक है. Okay, thank you, Spurs sir. Thanks a lot. So, something very interesting happened. Medicine, surgery, and OBG are the three main subjects, major subjects, and we we actually went to different parts of the country to get the best teachers. So as you know, Dr. Dilip is there in medicine. He's from Chennai and an amazing teacher, amazing person. I have been following almost all his live sessions, and I love his sessions. So beautifully he teaches. And for OBG, we did not have to go too far. We have been following content of an amazing teacher who practices in Delhi, who has been teaching Delhi students, and she is not only a phenomenal clinician but a phenomenal teacher too. We talked to ma'am, and we tried to convince her that ma'am, you should not only be benefiting only the Delhi students, everybody should get benefited by your expertise. And finally ma'am agreed. Ma'am went to Hyderabad, took an amazing class in Hyderabad. People were in awe of her. And finally, I want to reveal the name of ma'am. She is Dr. Raina Chawla. She is a very renowned OBG clinician who is currently working in Faridabad, Obstetrics and Gynaecology clinician. And ma'am is an amazing teacher. And there are certain videos which we will be releasing soon. Ma'am would also be taking a session. Let me add ma'am. I think ma'am is here. All right. I have sent an invite. I think ma'am will join us. Dr. Dilip, good evening. Ma'am,
Hi, everybody. Good evening, sir. Good evening, everybody. Good evening.
Very warm welcome to Team Cerebellum, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. It's so nice to be here with all of you. Been looking
I have
forward.
a couple of questions for you.
Yes,
First of
definitely.
all, in the last couple of weeks, you have been bombarded with calls from various institutes.
True. That's very
big
true.
corporate institutes who want you to be a part of their team.
Yes,
And
yes.
although we have been working together for more than 3-4 months now, but you have refused everybody and you continued your association with Team Cerebellum. So,
Yes.
ma'am, why so?
So, honestly, I feel that Team Cerebellum has the passion that is required to be a teacher, and this passion is something which keeps us all going. And Team Cerebellum is the only one which convinced me that what we are doing is the best in the market. We are going to produce content which is so this is something which my just to interrupt, my father used to always tells me this, that there's something called the Pareto's principle. So Pareto is an Italian economist, and he said that 80% of your effort comes from 20% of what you do. So बहुत सारा पढ़ना है. There's so many subjects, there's so much content, but how to give it best to the students, that's our job. That's what we are going to tell you. So this Cerebellum, Team Cerebellum, all of you really convinced me that this is the best way we can give this information. It will be very relevant, very concise, easily remember. You can easily remember it before your exam. So that's what we're all working towards.
Dr. Shweta is commenting, Praveen sir is a very good marketing person.
I agree,
Please remember I'm a psychiatrist.
I agree, sir.
All right. So, Raina ma'am, I'm not sure whether you know this or not, but I was attending your lecture in Hyderabad. Are you aware of that?
Okay.
I think so, yeah.
I
So,
met you before, but yeah.
yeah, but after meeting you, I went back and I sat in the class,
Oh,
and you were teaching all these
okay.
topics, androgen sensitivity syndrome and bicornuate uterus. And I was very excited. I was sitting over there and I was thinking, man, I wish somebody had taught me gynecology like that. So,
So that's my job, to make difficult topics easy. So that's what I always start with, the difficult topics. Ki na pehle get those out of the way and then go on to the easy topics. Yeah.
Right, ma'am. I was mightily impressed. I know students loved you, but I was also mightily impressed by the way you taught. And the flow of the class was so beautiful from one topic to the next. Everything was making so much sense. So personally, I loved it. Ma'am, you have been teaching for multiple years in Delhi.
Yes.
Ma'am, what do you think? In your opinion, what is it? What is the problem that needs to be solved? That has brought all of us together here. But what do you think is the problem that is being faced by most of the students that must be solved by some platform? And hopefully that platform will be Cerebellum.
So Cerebellum's team has been all of us. They have the best. Everybody knows what the students want. We've been in this field for so many years. and there are no middlemen involved. So it's by everybody, it's by the doctors for the students, and it is something which, so all the other, and there is nothing against anybody else. But with all the calls that I was getting, honestly, I just couldn't get convinced. And students require, they need to know what to study amongst those 19 subjects in Gyne. If I talk about Gyne itself, Gyne is a very vast subject, and it's a very important subject. And what to study, if I can teach preeclampsia for say, I can teach it for maybe 2 to 3 hours.
Correct.
But I can also teach the same thing in 45 minutes or 30 minutes. And in those 30 minutes, I can give you what is required, what is essential, and what will come in the exam. So that itself is an art. Concising such huge topics to such small time is an art in itself, and that is what we're there for you.
Ma'am, I'm sorry, Vivek sir, if I may continue. Ma'am, a problem is that there has to be a fine balance between teaching what is relevant, at the same time not missing out on things that might come in the exam.
Yes.
So this is the perennial dogma, or the perennial problem, that how to provide everything that is required while ensuring that we are not overburdening the students. The whole balance thing that we keep talking about.
Yeah.
So
So that's what our balance is.
What are your thoughts?
Yes. So exactly, that's what our job is, to give you the right balance, and that's the most important thing. So I have seen lectures, I have attended lectures, I have seen a lot of senior faculty of mine also in the medical college. They keep teaching and teaching and teaching, and students get bored of that. We need to give you relevant information, revisable information, clinical content. So clinical is now the keyword. Everybody talks about clinical. But unless, and this is very true for, I feel, I am in clinical practice. So when I encounter a situation which I feel will benefit my students, I immediately take a video of it and put it on Instagram or on YouTube. And because I know by visual learning, by seeing something, you never forget. Those of you who follow me, they have been in my OT many times, because that's what I do. I put my OT out there for you. So if I operate, I show you. And visual learning is the best. Visual memory remains, and that's very important. And there are many faculty who what I'm saying is, what we will give you will be very relevant, very easy to remember. And so if you see why is there a concept of reels and shorts? Because the attention span of students is decreasing. And even we get very bored easily listening to long lectures. We get bored. Okay, so that is why reels and shorts have caught up. So what we will do is, we will give you the required relevant information in a very nicely packed way. So it's very easy to remember. You won't forget. We will give you what is required in the best possible way.
Ma'am, what is the duration of, what is the expected duration of the OBG lectures that you will be providing the students?
So my aim is to keep it around, the total duration will be around 70 to 80 hours, not more than that. Very concise. Yeah.
And then the lectures would be available in English as well as
yes,
English?
Both English and English. Although my Hindi is a little not very great, but yeah, English definitely. I am a Delhi by heart.
Before Govind sir and Vivek sir takes over, ma'am, you have been providing the questions to NB for many years. The questions that come in the exam.
So I am a national board examiner for DNB students, Obs and Gyne. So I have been
the questions that are going to come in the exam.
So I know how the questions are expected. The email we get from the NB office says ki give only clinical questions. I've not been providing now since I've joined. We can't provide since I'm working now with officially. It is not legally allowed. But before, when I was in the medical college and we used to provide questions to the NB, since the recent few years, the email they say is clinical and image. They don't accept other questions at all. So I know the questions, how they're made, and I know a lot of senior faculty who are making the questions, and that is the biggest advantage. So you work in the clinical field, you work in a medical college, you know what your senior faculty expect, and they are the ones who are providing the questions.
Correct.
So yeah, And I am still a national board examiner because I'm a visiting professor. So I still go for national board exams for DNB, obstetrics and gynae.
As an examiner, right?
As an examiner for OBG postgraduates.
Got it. Govind sir?
First of all, welcome to Cerebellum Academy, and we are very, very happy, very elated that you, in spite of so many different platforms approaching you, and in fact, some of us were very, very skeptical that okay, ab kya hoga, ma'am is being approached by this platform, ma'am is approached by this platform. So we did not want to lose you, and we are very lucky that you stayed. So thank you very much, ma'am.
Nice, sir. I won't go anywhere. I'm here only for you, with you, for the students. That is my job. So I've always been in this field. मैं कभी private practice में जाने से डरती थी. Everybody used to say कि जाओ, you're very good, you'll do well. I finally took the plunge a few years back, but no, I thought I will lose touch with the teaching aspect. So I was avoiding private practice. So now I'm like juggling everything. Abhi call आ जाएगा कि hospital में delivery है, cesarean है, ectopic है. And somehow na, I'll always carry my laptop. And my OT team knows कि मैम आ गई है ना, कोई अच्छा वीडियो बनाना होगा तो कैमरा निकाल के ना, they'll be ready. So everybody knows कि ma'am teaching, all the nurses also in my hospital, they all follow my videos, the staff, everybody. So yeah, I'm managing both ways, which is good.
Thank you very much, ma'am. I know it is to busy schedule of a clinician.
Yeah, especially a gynecologist.
I am watching how sharing every minute and interacting with students and making the content. So thank you, Vivek sir.
हाँ जी sir. Ma'am, first of all, welcome to Team Cerebellum.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
You have been one of the wonderful additions to our team. और मैं स्टूडेंट के साथ शेयर करता कि कंटेंट डेवलपमेंट में ना मैंने मैम को काफी तंग किया है. मैम के साथ मैं काफी लंबी कॉल्स पे डिस्कस किया है. एंड वी वर डिस्कसिंग, दोनों ने ना अपने एक्सपीरियंस, बेस्ट प्रैक्टिसेस शेयर किए हैं. मतलब अगर अपने एक्सपीरियंस का हम दोनों यूजिंग करेंगे तो उसका फायदा क्या होगा. तो दैट इज वन थिंग आई लाइक अबाउट डॉक्टर रैना मैम. आर फॉर रेलिवेंट, आर फॉर रैना मैम, जो सेरिबेलम का भी हमारा मेन कंसेप्चुअल बेस बना के हम चल रहे हैं. रैना मैम का स्टूडेंट्स के साथ जो कनेक्ट है बड़ा औसम है. जैसे प्रवीण सर ने उनकी क्लास अटेंड की थी, मैंने रैना मैम की क्लास दिल्ली में अटेंड की थी. मैम को पता नहीं होगा, बट आई थॉरली एंजॉयड इट. और सर एक बीच में स्टूडेंट
आवाज ही तो कर रही है, किसकी आवाज, आप ही की आवाज ही को कर रही है सर.
ओके सर, एक चीज बता देता हूँ. बीच में एक स्टूडेंट ना बार बार पूछ रहा है कि वन ऑफ द स्टूडेंट इज आस्किंग अगेन कि सेरिबेलम बाकी से कैसे डिफरेंट होगा. तो दोस्तों दो तरीके से डिफरेंट होगा. नंबर वन कि ये स्टूडेंट सेंट्रिक प्लेटफॉर्म होगा. आपकी रिक्वायरमेंट के हिसाब से बनाया जाएगा. देखो टीचर को चाहता है कि मैं ज्यादा से ज्यादा पढ़ा दूं, ऐसा नहीं चाहेंगे कि आपको ओवरबर्डन कर दें, लेकिन रेलिवेंट, कंसाइज, कंसेप्चुअल आपके पास मैटर आएगा, आपके ऊपर ही बेस्ड होगा. और दूसरा ऐसा प्लेटफॉर्म होगा जहां पे डॉक्टर को हम बिजनेसमैन से हारने नहीं देंगे. डॉक्टर प्रवीण की एक फेमस लाइन है कि यहाँ पे भी अगर डॉक्टर बिजनेसमैन से हार गया तो क्या फायदा, तो वो नहीं होने देंगे दोस्तों. तो यही कहना चाहूंगा. डॉक्टर प्रवीण आप बताएं.
नहीं बिल्कुल सर. आई मीन बाकी सारी बातें ऑफ कोर्स हम लोग करते रहते हैं, बट एवरीबडी इज फोकस्ड टुवर्ड्स अ सिंगल गोल दैट वी हैव टू क्रिएट समथिंग व्हिच इज स्टूडेंट सेंट्रिक. द selection is the primary and the most important thing that we are going to focus on. Strike rate of the institute and marketing and ये and वो हजार चीजें जो होती हैं, all those things are not going to become an hindrance to whatever primary goal is. And we are very lucky and very happy that all the teachers who have joined us are very aligned with the same goals. So again, thanks a lot Raina ma'am and all the students who are watching this live. मैम हैंडल क्या है मैम आपका? ओबीजी बाय डॉक्टर रैना. मैं भूल जाता हूँ.
OBG classes by Dr. Raina, but underscore डाल के, because Instagram allow नहीं करता. YouTube पे OBG classes by Dr. Raina.
So OBG by Dr. Raina ma'am has put a lot of beautiful videos, shorts, and many students, at least in the northern India, already have been following that content. But people from the other part of the country, please see those videos, so see those content. And ma'am is also going to take a live lecture very soon on the platform of Cerebellum. So, ma'am, we are very lucky. We are very happy and very excited.
I'm very glad to join this team. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Sir, I think Dilip sir is here. I'll just add Dilip sir.
Sir, I'll take a leave. आप दिलीप sir को add कर लीजिए. Dr. Apoor sir is also here.
अच्छा, Dilip sir is here. Dilip sir, I'm adding you.
Bye bye. All the best.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for joining.
Hi, sir.
All right. प्रवीण सर, कौन सा फिल्टर यूज करते हो? यार फिल्टर नहीं, लाइट लगा रखी है सामने, इसलिए बुरा दिख रहा हूँ. मैं हूँ नहीं, डोंट वरी.
Hi, ma'am.
Hi, Dilip sir.
Hi, sir. How are you?
Welcome. I've been waiting to wish you for a very long time.
Thank you so much.
And
I had
my
seen your join.
son is
Thank
also
you.
waiting
Thank you so much.
to wish you.
Hello. He's so happy.
So Dilip
Yeah.
sir, I was just telling students that for 3 major subjects, we went to 3 different parts of the country, and we got medicine gem from the Chennai and OBG gem from Delhi itself, and of course we'll tell about the surgery faculty in the coming week. So it's a pan-India effort now, sir.
Yes, sir. And really, like I've been watching ma'am's the clinical videos for a very long time. It's been like almost like 4 months since I started watching ma'am's clinical videos, and really like they were awesome. And she put some real-time videos from the patients and the surgery videos and all, which helps in. I mean, even I can understand OBGs. Like, yeah, I'm actually very, very poor in OBG basically. So if I can understand OBG, then that's really like something.
So the
else.
best part about OBG itself is an integrated subject. OBG you'll find medicine, you'll find surgery, you'll find radiology, you'll find pediatrics, you'll find pharmacology, microbiology, everything in OBG. So
And yes,
that
madam,
way OBG
that's
is
true.
all in one. Yeah, it
That's
is.
true. I feel like many times medicine you can learn from other subjects, but OBG you cannot learn from other subjects.
Yeah. OBG
That's
is
a
like
kind of like
completely a separate.
completely a different field. I would say, like for
Yeah.
example, people who are learning medicine, so sometimes they can somehow make it up with the basic sciences to some extent. People who are learning surgery,
Right.
sometimes okay, some basic sciences might help them, but OBG is totally different.
OBG is
So most of the
different.
times you
Agreed.
need to learn OBG. So like if you want to have the 20 questions right in the exam, you have to study OBG. There is no other option.
Yes, there's no other way. Even if you don't like it, most students will be like OBG, especially the boys. But recently, I've had a lot of boys, a lot of men who have in the last NEET PG who have taken up OBG, and I'm so proud of them that they've broken barriers and they're doing so well. Top medical colleges, they all are, and they were my students. And I don't know if some of them have joined. I'm very proud of them that they've taken up OBG, and many of them are very hesitant, and I pushed them. Ki, nahi, it's a very good subject, take it. So they're all very well settled now, very happy.
So it's very nice, and it happens rarely that a medicine person and a OBG person are having such a cordial talk. Otherwise, in the hospitals, it never happens. I was really
That's
enjoying
true.
it.
That's true.
क्यों गोविंद सर?
बिल्कुल
हमने तो हमेशा लड़ाई देखी है.
हाँ,
No,
फीवर
maybe
एंड प्रेगनेंसी कहाँ जाएगा? गायनी में जाएगा, मेडिसिन में जाएगा.
no, madam. Maybe if you are working in the same place, maybe this might not happen.
True.
Dr. Dilip sir never sleeps. Vivek sir is saying Dr. Dilip sir never sleeps. Dilip sir?
I don't know, sir. I don't get sleep for more than 5 to 6 hours a day. I don't understand why. Like maximum time I can sleep is like 6 hours a day.
Sir, in that case, let's have a consultation.
I guess yes, sir, I have to have a consultation with you. No, sir. I actually like fall asleep within like 5 minutes max. Like I don't be awake for more than 5 minutes when I hit the bed. But even without alarms, like I get up within 5-6 hours. I don't know why. Like I don't feel sleepy after that.
Sir, क्या बोला सर आपने? What did you say?
Age may be catching you.
He's the youngest.
No, sir. I think I feel like things are going like opposite direction for you and me. You are going down the age, and I'm going up. That's what is
Not
happening.
at all.
No, sir. I'm following your Instagram page. No, like
So Dilip sir, I hope I know that you are working very hard for Cerebellum. You are creating the content, you are creating the questions. I hope we are not troubling you too much, because we don't want to be the reason for your insomnia.
no, sir. The only thing like right now I'm regretting is I'm very committed towards recordings, and my recordings, as we have discussed already, will not exceed 100 to 120 hours. So as Raina ma'am said, it will be like not just concise, but we make sure that it's going to help them in their clinical practice also. Plus, at the same time, it's gonna give them a complete information. It's not like it's going to be like incomplete, half-baked information. It will be a complete information, but at the same time, very power-packed, high-yielding, concise, And like again, like Zainab ma'am said in the beginning, like we're going to integrate a lot of stuff. So once they see the videos, they will understand. So there are a lot of things we're going to integrate, and so that they're going to understand things like very
so
nicely.
that the repetition can be avoided.
Yes, repetitions can be avoided, and each subject is going to be the complement of other subjects as well.
Dilip sir, a lot of students are asking about the next thing, that what about next? How things would change in next, and how should they prepare differently? So any thoughts on that, sir?
I don't think the preparation strategy is going to change, sir, because the subject is the same. The patients are the same. So I always tell the students the same thing. It's the investigations that change, it's the treatment protocols that change, because our understanding about the disease changes, but the disease remains the same as such.
Right.
So anyways, like the next preparation is also going to be the same as that of NEET preparation.
Right.
But nevertheless, I have done some modifications with regards to medicine, where I have made more clinically oriented like lectures. Like it's going to be like more in sequence with the patients, so they can understand things from my perspective. So what I see in the OPD and what I see in my inpatient career.
Correct. So, sir, Govind sir, in the beginning we promised that it would be a short session, but it's again 1 hour already. So I think we would like to end the session now, and in the end, again, I would want to welcome Dr. Raina to Team Cerebellum. Very
Thank
excited
you.
to work with ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Very excited this way also.
Bye.
Yes. Yeah, he is saying bye. Okay, bye.
Say bye.
Bye.
All right. Good night, Raina ma'am. Good night, Govind sir.
Good night.
Dilip sir.
Thank you.
And students,
Good
please
night.
keep studying, study hard.
Very happy.
And soon we'll see you in the app.
Bye bye everyone.
Bye. Good night, sir.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.